Hi all, this is Simona Rich. This is an update. I want to just make this video quick to just let you know what's going on in my life, because I haven't updated you in a while, but that's because I'm very busy, and some developments I cannot yet talk about because now they are in the process of manifesting. So I can talk just a little bit about what's going on in my life. And actually this video is mainly about the meeting that I had with one person today. And this is the first time I met in my country someone who has similar opinions to me and who is also not taking the shot. So she said that actually there are more people who don't take the shot that she knows, so this is so nice to hear. But because I don't talk to many people, she's the first one that I met that will not take the shot. And so interesting, she has children and she refused to even to get them tested. And what happened is that they didn't allow the child to attend school, and they didn't even allow them to do distance learning. Then she hired a lawyer, or I don't know whether the lawyer was a friend or she hired the lawyer. I think that, yeah, she said that more parents were against, so they probably just hired the lawyer with the sum of money that they collected from each other, and then they were allowed to for their children to study in distance. I forgot to add that they also said that they only agreed for the children to learn via distance if social workers would be allowed to visit the family. Can you imagine? So just because parents refuse to give their, for children to be, I will not say that word, they were not even allowed to learn distance, and parents had to go through lawyer for their children to be able to even learn distance. Can you imagine? So this is not about this, I shouldn't say that. So to speak, the illness that's taking place, it's not about that, it's about control. Because if it would be about that illness, why wouldn't the children I can't, what's happening, I'm tired. Why wouldn't children be allowed to learn via distance if they refuse to get vaccinated? They are not threats to anyone, they're staying at home. That's because it's not about that illness. It's about control. And this is the best time to get your own land and to start something like grow your own food, have your own animals, because I don't think those restrictions are going to go. Maybe they will be eased, but then again, they will see that this illness is mutating. So the shots will probably become seasonal and people will live in restrictions. And if you have your own land, if you have your own food, you're a free person in this unfree world, as free as you can be. So how amazing that children are forced to get this shot, and if they don't, they can't even learn via distance. And actually I talked to her about it, and she was so upset, her whole energy was down. And I said that it's a good thing, because what schools and universities produce, employees, slaves working for wages, but that's actually a blessing the way that I see it. So children can't attend public schools. You can school them yourself, make them into independent people who can have their own businesses. Now there is internet. They can also earn money by doing something on their own land. So they have options and they can grow up to be free people rather than controlled and conditioned people. And so interesting the way that she talked, because I noticed the same thing, is that when you talk to people who are programmed about this current issue, they suddenly change. They kind of like have empty eyes. She said black eyes, she calls it. I call it empty look. And then they just regurgitate what they heard on news. It's like there is program in their minds and they all sound the same. It's just so sad. And it's so interesting. She was so perceptive the way that she spoke. She said, yeah, you can speak to people and they're normal, but when you start speaking about such issues, they change and they start sounding like robotic in the same way, like programming is coming through. There is no consciousness. She didn't say there is no consciousness. I add that there is like no consciousness when they speak from that state. It's like, I call it empty look. It's so strange, very, very strange to see that, but maybe 95% of the people are like this. And yeah, what can I say? We live in a strange time where the world has totally changed. Governments totally control everything, and I don't think we can free this world because maybe 5% or less people think like this way, and the others are listening to news and believe everything they're told, that there's a scary time now with the mutations of this illness and you have to be afraid and get the shot, and then because of mutations you will probably have to get multiple shots, and people do it. Anyway, I have so much work now because I just came back. I need to visit quite a few places in Lithuania now. I will tell you about why I'm doing this later. Now I have a lot of work, life assessment work. I'm going to work till night, and in the morning I'm going to again go to another place. So yeah, that's all that I wanted to share with you. I just wanted to make this video because I haven't made a video in a while, just to say I'm still alive, I'm here. I just have a lot of work now. So that's all for now. I hope wherever you are, you're doing well. And yeah, it's good to know that you're not alone, that people do think the same way. Like, it was such a blessing to meet a person like this. It was so interesting because I don't even expect to meet people who just really think for themselves, think freely, independently of what the news tell, but this is a blessing to meet a person like this. So that's all I wanted to share with you in this video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Take care.